What the? You little turkeys!
Down in Pennsylvania, there's a little bee farm.
Hey, good morning. It is a lovely, beautiful, gorgeous spring morning out here in Pennsylvania. I tell you what, look behind me. You see all that? Look at that. Look at all that. Dandelions. Dandelions just popping out of everywhere, you know. Let's go out here and check the bee yard on this beautiful and gorgeous, beautiful day. It's time to release the bees. Hopefully, you know, I didn't have a raccoon or a possum come along and, you know, scratch open the front door, kick that brick off, let the bees out, and they already said, toodaloo, see you later, beekeeper man. So, anyway, yes, I guess a little later even I wanted it to be, but got up early. Still, this work is never done, you know what I mean? Whether you're a beekeeper, truck driver, farmer, you go to the office, there's always something that needs to be done. Well, here we go. Hey, we're getting close to the bees here. Let's go take a peek. All right, hey, here we are. What do we have going on? Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at how funny this is. See this? See these little suckers? Did you see this? Look. Look at that. Can you guys believe that? They have a different entrance. So all that silly work I did, at least it looks like they can get in and out. Yeah, they can get in and out. You doggone little girls. Besting the beekeeper again. Well, maybe they're gone. Maybe they left yesterday. Shucks, I just tell you. It's a never-ending thing with these little girls, these bees, these ladies. They always find a way. Always find a way. All right, well, let's dodge that branch. Let's just let's get set up. I tell you, these guys, these ladies, always thinking, always working, always doing their thing. They probably swarmed on me. Let me take a gander around quick. I see any? Yeah, I don't see anything. Hopefully not. Maybe they just, you know, did that real recently, you know what I mean, and finished the opening and they're still in there. So anyhow, let's tackle them. So let's get ready. We'll take all that off. Yeah, okay, yeah, get in there, take that front door off, take the top off, move them around, try to find the queen, because I really want to get the queen out of there. So I can put her in her own separate box and start a new hive, and then let the rest of the bees, with all the bees that are in there, and make some young queen cells. That's my plan. Because the best queens, we all know, even the great Bob Benny, Sir Roberto Binet, Scottish man, down there in Blue Ridge, honey, in Georgia. Even he knows and says the best queens are swarm queens. And why would that be? The reason why swarm queens are the best is just simply because the queens know how to make them. That's just it. You know, they've been doing this for millions of years. And in the spring, and when there's lots of bees, they're primed and ready to make some of the best queens. That's just how this works. So, all right, enough chatting. Let's get into it. So going in here now, and let's see what these ladies have been doing in here. I'm really worried they swarmed yesterday because of that hole down there. Could be doggone it. But it is what it is, right? See what we got going on in here. Nothing. Alright, so it doesn't even seem like they really did anything with this box. I better put this down. Last time I was in here, I didn't smoke them a bit. I didn't use a puff of smoke. I didn't do nothing. and they were fine with what I did. But that was then. This is now. Usually on a flow though, you know, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of flow coming in. Bees usually are kind of calmer. So, all right, let's see what we can get into here. Hello, ladies, you guys coming up? Oh yeah, there's a ton of them in there. Just put that off to the side. Yeah, look at this. They're quiet. They're calm. They're quiet. Not doing anything. Still kind of just hanging out, meandering around, and all that. So now these frames are going to be all glued up in here too with propolis and wax and all that stuff. So you know, I'll be honest, I feel kind of sad. I think they already formed, and the reason I say that is because there don't seem to be that many bees in there. Doggone it. Well, that's the way of it, you know what I mean? This box should have been plumb full of bees. The top should have been full of bees. Everything should have been full of bees. Yeah, doggone it. Well, that's the way it goes. See, I didn't want to lose that old queen. She made it through the winter. She brought him through the winter well. Well, you guys can all see it. We got a lot of pollen in there. We've got a ton of nectar. And right here, we've got some drone cells. Some of them are open. Okay, oh, this feels kind of heavy. Looking down inside, what do we got? Well, there is a queen cell. Not sure how well you can see it, right? Oh, there's a lot of queen cells. There's a queen cell. There's a queen cell, queen cell, queen cell, queen cell. This one's still open, in fact. Yeah. Any eggs looking in there? Nope, just lots of nectar. Lots of nectar. So, yep. Oh, here's 4 queen cells on this side. Alrighty. Well, you all know what that means. It means I'm going to stop right now. Alright, that means that I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to put my suit on because I'm just going to tear open this whole hive and I'm going to start making some nucs. Because I got queen cells and they've already started making them. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of bees because of a swarm. Okay, well, here we are. I went and got some things set up. So I got some nuke boxes thrown over here so I can make some queen cells and heavy plastic frame here. What do we got going on here? Let's see. All right. Well, we've got a bunch more brood. And it looks like there's some queen cells. It looks like if you look straight at them there, look, I tore them open, but they're not. There's a lot of them too. They're not sealed yet, so they can actually probably still seal them up, make them longer. Yeah, there's the honey they're getting into. A whole bunch more eggs. Got a bee on my hand. Don't sting me. Some more larvae. So you know what I think this is too? This is another good starter because of all the queen cells. But I'll be honest, these bees, since I'm already this far into it, they seem to be doing pretty good, pretty calm. What do we got here? Some more starters, some more queen cells. Ripped a few of them open on the bottom because they were attached, but they can still seal them up. You know, they can still patch that up. So guess what? There's another starter. Woohoo! Starter number 3. Another starter. That makes 4. And I've only got a few frames into this thing. Holy potatoes, can you believe this? It's like they knew I wanted to make a YouTube video on this, and they said, hey, you're a good dude. We're gonna help you out. We're gonna spread our cells throughout a whole bunch of frames so you can make a bunch of nukes and look really good on YouTube. I don't think they did that. I wanted to take a picture of that right there. That's a queen cell right there that I ripped, and that's her leftover. So, but this is what we got going on. They're buzzing around, not happy at me. Not happy at me at all. So basically it looks like it's what I'm going to be doing is just kind of tearing this one apart. Hope I can find another egg. That'd be nice if I could find another queen cell here somewhere. Oh, and looky there, just like they knew what I wanted. Look at that, there's a young queen cell in there. I looked in there, there's a young larva in there. Getting ready to feed her all up. Alright, so pollen and brood, a lot of brood. That's perfect. We'll just leave this one here, right like that, because there's a queen cell on it. There's a queen cell on it, and so now this is bee number 5. So this itself will have a queen cell that to make a queen from. Outstanding. Seriously, outstanding. Right, don't be hovering on me. I see ya. I see ya. You're getting mad at me now. I don't blame you. All right, well that's it. We're done. Those are going to stay. These are going to stay. These are all going to stay. See what we got. So, all right, let's start putting them back together. See that? They hauled the queen down. Queen cell. See that? Did you guys see that? You see that down there? They actually hauled out the dead body of a queen and just threw it on the ground. That's what they do. They're already trying to get things squared away. All right. Well, things did not go the way I wanted. Obviously, I wanted to find the queen and not have as many bees gone as are, but it is what it is. Well, here are those 4 nukes I made out of the split back there, over there. You see some of the lids are upside down. That's because they're warped. Now I have them completely closed up, and the reason why is because I want all the bees to stay in there, and they have plenty of food. They have nectar. They have pollen, and there's not a lot of them in there, so I want them, what is in there, to stay in there for at least a couple more days. And the problem is we're going to be getting close to freezing temperatures, if not freezing temperatures here now in the next couple days. Talk about an up and down spring, let me tell you. Okay, well, here I am. These nukes and everything, I made up these nukes, and due to the hive swarming, I wasn't able to throw in any more shakes. But I didn't really think we were going to be getting some cold weather coming like we are. So I'm worried about there being enough honeybees in the nukes, and we're going to get down into the 20s tonight. Can you believe that? I think up north, even up where my mother-in-law lives, the higher mountains, they got snow. So it's like, I can't take a chance. There are queens being made in here. There are small hives I just put together. So the only thing I can think of real quick is to run out here, do a little tap with finished nails, and nail these lids down, because I don't have any other way to fasten them down right yet. The front doors are still closed, and they're hanging out inside. They're not going to like me beating on the box, but then I'm going to put them in the pickup and run them into the basement of the house. That's the only thing I can think of just for a couple days. They got plenty of food and pollen and everything to take care of themselves in there. I can spritz them with some water inside the entrance there to make sure they get some water. But for a couple days, it's not going to hurt them to be locked up and in the basement until we get over these cold nights. So let's get to tapping here. Let's hope I don't get stung. Okay, well that's it. Oh, that's it. I got them all nailed up. Now to run them in the house. This is just the quickest thing. I'm going to be a few minutes late getting to work today because I had to figure out what to do. I thought about just putting a tarp over them, you know, letting the heat from all of them underneath the tarp. Pardon me, for a couple days, you know, but what if they got too hot? What if they overheated? La-di-da-di-da, right? There's always things you got to actually take into consideration sometimes. But I don't want to lose them if I can help it. So the easiest thing I thought was come out here, tap them with a couple finished nails, seal the lids up in these wooden boxes, and then just take them and put them in my basement where it's going to be, you know, 65 degrees till I can bring them back out where it's going to be nice weather again. So it didn't take that long. I think it's taking longer to me to talk on video here than it has me to do the work. So I'm going to quit now, and I'm going to take them in the house. Come on, ladies. Yeah. Oh, that's outstanding. I thought this was the one that lost the bees. I thought it was going to be dead. Oh, happy beekeeper here. Woohoo! Okay, well, I think it may have worked. So I saved all my queen cells. All the bees seem to be alive. The one was really mad. As soon as I opened the door, they were like going after my face. So that's why I had to put this stuff on, because, you know, they'd be mad. I had that hive there too. I think that's the one that stung me in the eye. And yeah, one of them was buzzing me when I was putting the box around. Probably an old forager coming back, turning into a security guard. Okay, thanks everyone. Take care. God bless. And we will see you soon. Bye-bye now.
Sing their harmony is the sound of nature's wings.